talk about beating weight gain, particularly in winter. And first of all, I'd like to share my story and share some of this is a book that I've written, 7 Secret Ingredients to Losing Weight and Looking Younger. And I thought I'd share some of those tips as I share my story as well. And how would it make you feel if you could lose weight? How would it make it feel if you were actually in your right weight range? And I'd like to share a story of my own story. I would just put on weight 1 kilo at a time, and I didn't really think much of it until one time that I went to a doctor and she said, "Look, Margie, it would be really prudent if you lost some weight." And I thought, oh, this will be easy. So I just came back 1 year later and I was exactly the same weight. And I laughed, she laughed, and I realized, oh, it really was much more difficult. And a kilo is really amazing. Lift up a kilo of flour and feel it. And it really does make a very big difference in your life if you're carrying an extra kilo around your middle. And you don't want that in your life. You really want to lose that weight, and you don't want those love handles around your hips. And if that feels like you, if you can relate to it, what would it be worth to you if you could actually find an easy way, a convenient way to lose that weight, particularly in winter? And I was looking through some books and thinking, look, healthy foods, these are great. And I'm going to give you some tips today of how to lose that weight. I'm going to show you what I do for breakfast. So what you're needing to do with losing weight, and particularly in winter, is feed your cells, we're made up of trillions of cells, is feed your cells the nutrition they deserve, and your body will know how to be well. And what that means is you're needing to feed yourselves good fats like avocados. You're needing to feed yourselves the right carbohydrates, the proteins, and good nutrition. So how do I start my day? I'm just starting with almond milk. Many people are allergic to milk, and particularly Asian are allergic to milk. So I use almond milk, which is basically, you can crush your own almonds, but this is an Australian brand and it's 100% organic, Australian-owned organic, and it's delightful. So it's just, I do it because it's convenient, and I just put in almond milk into my blender, and I'll just add a little bit more to my blender, so they just have the right amount. So what I do is, that's going to be a cup and a half when I put it into my blender. So I want also, as I said, some more protein. So almond milk obviously has protein, but I add some dry roasted almonds as well. And again, these are Australian owned, you don't want any of the pesticides, etc. And it's just a handful of almonds. And I put that into my blender as well. And then I add that beautiful potassium which you're getting in your bananas. So I put that in as well. So I chop that up and just make it very easy and make it very, very simple. So, and also what I do is I also put in a probiotic. So why I do that is you really want, all disease begins in your gut. So you really want a healthy gut. So I put that in as well. And that just adds to making sure that beautiful probiotics are done in your stomach. So if you're eating processed food, jump on and get yourself a probiotic, because it will help with the digestion of all of that processed food. If you start your day with a cooked meal or whatever, just make sure that you have a probiotic getting down there and doing all of the benefits that it needs to do. And it really does help. If you're having a low vegetable diet as well, it really does help. Low vegetable diet, processed food, start your day with a probiotic. And what I also do, so tip number 1 is start your day off with excellent protein like this. I'll just it'll make a noise, so just one moment, you'll have to hear that noise. Just have to turn the blender on. And I have put in the protein powder. So I put in a lovely one that is vanilla. So just to get a couple of scoops of that. And this is protein, carbohydrates and fats are in here. The good fats. So I put 2 dollops, 2 scoops is what I mean, in like that. If you don't like vanilla, chocolate is also another one that I do. Sometimes people love chocolate in Dutch chocolate. They love that when they've in winter to be a little bit warm. So it's nice. In fact, I might put in a little dollop right now. The colour. It'll be a beautiful colour. So I'll just blend that again. Just a quick whiz. Now that takes literally about a minute to do that particular breakfast. Now that's setting you up for the day, and it's just so beneficial for you. So just show you what it looks like, and it's beautiful. I wish Facebook Live was, you could see and smell it, it's beautiful. And I put a little bit of cinnamon on the top if I love for the extra antioxidants. And it tastes absolutely delicious. So that's the first tip, is start your day off with good protein. So if you don't want to do a shake, what I suggest is something like an egg would be really beneficial for you. A boiled egg, a scrambled egg, or a little bit of vegetable with that would be really helpful to set your day up. You're really needing that. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is really make sure that you have the right fats going into you. And what I mean by that, if you're cooking in cooking oil, that is omega-6 fats. You're looking for the omega-3 fats. So that's coming from things like your salmon, from your fish, and you're really needing that to be reducing weight. The omega-6 oil is great for cooking, but not great necessarily for your heart health, for your digestive health, for your bone health, your density, and your brain food. So you want those omega-3s very much in your system. Also drink lots and lots of water. So 6 to 8 glasses of water. Don't count your teas and your coffee. That you're needing to remove all of the toxins in your body and flush those out. So if you're not drinking enough, you'll find that you've got a very, very heavy stomach. I used to suffer from an irritable bowel syndrome when I used to have bought cereals, when I didn't know what to do with it, and now my stomach now purrs like a kitten because it is running like it should as a sophisticated machine. So we put in beautiful oils to our car, but we forget to put in those beautiful refined oils into our body. We're certainly cooking in our cooking oils, but not those omega-3s, which are the essential oils for us and the nutrition that our cells are looking for on a daily basis. So drink lots of water is tip number 3, and make sure that you exercise. Exercise about half an hour a day. That's all you need. So a bouncer can be great if it's during winter. You can get a rebounder, a beautiful rebounder, which is a very small, like a beautiful bouncing way to bounce up and down, up on the spot, and it's fantastic for you. Or just go out for a walk when it's not raining. It's raining here today in Perth. But whatever you do, or go to the gym, do some exercise. And definitely now sitting is the new smoking. So you definitely need to be getting right away from sitting as much as we are. We're terribly sedentary. We get into our cars, we eat from a box, we watch a box, we get in a box, we go to another box, which is our office, watch another box, which is our computer, get back into the box of our car, come home and watch even a bigger box. Now you can watch that that's a recipe for getting bigger and bigger and bigger. An ideal plate, the 6th tip is an ideal plate for serving for your lunch is what you can put into your hands. So cup your hands, and you can see that that's about the size of your stomach. So if your plate is a bigger portion than that, then you are really overfeeding your cells. You are really ensuring that you have that weight gain rather than being more svelte, and that's what we're wanting. So what I do now is I eat to about 80% of my capacity. I talked yesterday about people that had long life, people that lived well into their hundreds. What they do is eat only 80% to their capacity. And that's what we're needing to do, make sure that we don't overfeed and overfill our plate. The seventh tip is also make sure you have a whole variety of vegetables on your plate. The more colours the better, the beetroots, the green leafy vegetables, all of those rich, beautiful sweet potatoes, kale if you enjoy it, all of those lovely things, the mushrooms, the avocados, that's all the things that are going to be so beautiful for you, and vegetables at night, and a very small portion of meat if you eat meat, but the majority being vegetables, and that's how you can beat weight gain. If you want to do a stir fry, put in the ginger, start with garlic, start with ginger, cook in olive oil, and then put in turmeric if you want to say a curry as well. All of those things will be very, very beneficial for you to lose that weight gain. And it's such a lovely thing to have a curry during these winter seasons, but make it a vegetable curry and make it absolutely beautiful. And also what I do is I have beautiful papaya, which is gorgeous. Everybody in the tropics knows what beautiful papaya is. I also have that. That's a wonderful food. And if I'm feeling hungry, I reach for an apple, which is now absolutely beautiful now in winter. And if I'm feeling extra hungry throughout the day, I'll eat a small dollop of almonds. So the outcome of my own journey with the story of going to the doctor and she saying that I needed to lose weight, I found myself a science-based program, and I'd be very happy to help you with the same science-based program. And that's what made the difference. I went on to lose 3% of my body weight, and then went on afterwards to lose 5% of my body weight. And I even have a photo of what it was like. I used to measure it in the gym. I'd go into the shop and measure what it looked like. And this was when I lost 1, 2, 3, 4 kilos of weight. And it makes a huge difference to you to have not flabby arms, to have a reduced face, and what's best is not to have that weight around the middle, which is that damaging weight, which is around your vital organs and causing all of those lifestyle diseases. That big body, the body fat around your middle causes those lifestyle diseases like heart disease, diabetes, stroke. And you're needing to lose those weight in a very scientific way, a very easy way, a very nutritious way, and something that will be beneficial for you, give you lots and lots of energy, and make you absolutely vital and not putting the weight back on again. So if that feels like you, reach out to me. I'm doing a reset right now, resetting that body clock. Wouldn't it be fabulous if we could reset that body clock very, very quickly? And I'm doing now a 5-day program. You can do it for longer, but in 5 days you can lose up to 5 pounds. So this is absolutely fabulous. It's totally up to you, and I would be very happy to help you in that journey. So reach out to me, and feel free. I will be very happy to send you also a copy of my book, 7 Secret Ingredients to Losing Weight and Looking Younger. Margie Bryant, love life and live it in the greatest happiness and the greatest health. And look forward to talking with you tomorrow.